Hey people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back once again to this domain. Today we're going to be talking about evil stuff. Okay, time is around 3 a.m. and I am Man in Black mode, but this is more like going to be evil list. Okay, so you can see my eyes and stuff. That's the whole purpose. You do not know what I'm thinking, but I have 15 fragrances which I find sort of evil in a way that devil wears Prada. No, devil wears these fragrances. Perhaps, I don't know. Basically, I thought of doing something fun. Okay, just one video, and these are fragrances in certain way. I see them in a gothic or dark or maybe mysterious. Basically dark theme, and I would think these fragrances, I would call them evil, but not really. They're good fragrances. Okay, but if you like this kind of theme, okay, try them. Okay, there are many more I have, but I just thought of these 15 today. Let's go one by one. I have full review on each. The review starts at 100 or 104, okay, 105. Okay, first fragrance I'm going to go Encre Noir by Lalique. I was going to say Rasasi for some reason. I don't know why. So Encre Noir is one fragrance. It's very much of a cult favorite, cult classic, you can say, or YouTube reviewers' favorite. This fragrance is it's had this it since it's been released. Okay, this one got a lot of love from big reviewers who are big critics. Okay, this fragrance has won heart of many people. Even the people who give poor rating to designer perfumes. Encre Noir basically is the inky vetiver, dark fragrance, and it's a very gothic fragrance in my humble opinion. It's a very artistic fragrance. I do not know any occasion I would like to pull this off. It has like some greenness. Okay, what's that note? Forgot that note. Anyway, so it has green, vetiverish, dark, kind of like weird sort of smell and woody as well. So Encre Noir by Lalique. I think this one got cypress. Yeah, that's the note. So if you like woody dark perfumes, and if you want a quality perfume which smells double or triple the quality of the price point, Encre Noir, definitely collect it. Then goes number 14. You're gonna see number 14, you're gonna be like, why this is so down, in the order. This is going to be Bentley For Men Intense, known to be one of the beastly performers. It got it today. I don't know. I devil got my tongue. I don't know. Sorry. So this one got leather, booze, sandalwood, very woody. In a way, it's very strong. Okay. Sorry. Just give me a second sniffing this. Sorry, it's an ongoing cold thing. So basically, I'm sorry about the pause. Okay, so I was talking about Bentley For Men Intense. This one gives you that money in the bank feel. That's the thing I called it for the very first time on internet, and it got like people like that catchphrase. So Bentley For Men Intense is very strong perfume, very masculine, especially the leather and the boost combination. It lasts a very long time, cold weather scent. But I would think like handsome devil in a suit, perhaps would rock this. Very like it's obvious it's like a manly man perfume, and then maybe too much of strong that leather note that brings out that evil side of it for me. Okay, so not easy wear. Bentley For Men Intense. Next one, it gets darker and darker from here on. Next one is going to be obviously Gucci Intense Oud. So if you've seen Encre Noir and this have sort of similar theme in the way they are both woody. Okay, woody means dark woody. This one, some people say black Afghano, more of a designer take on it. Yeah, it is, but it's a little bit more wearable than black Afghano. I don't own that. If black Afghano was here, I would put that here. Okay, so Nasamato has some great creation as well. So this perfume, man, it's a beautiful fragrance, to be honest. It's a very handsome sort of devil, if I would imagine. He's the one who doesn't yet turn into something of the real face of devil, like bedazzled. Okay, so definitely check it out. Gucci Intense Oud definitely belongs in this list. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna keep pausing because the smelling them is getting me a little bit of allergy. Next one's gonna be Chanel's Antaeus. This one made the list yesterday or day before on a unique sort of like hidden gem sort of fragrances. It's a old school. This one, and then Chanel, some of the other one, Pour Monsieur, they come in this bottle, and they are maybe still available, but this one is that mature nose fragrance. I would actually add Kuros here, but Kuros is just, for some reason, sometimes it's pretty, that floral side of it. This one, nothing pretty about it. This is the smell maybe Zeus is wearing. Okay, let's say maybe god of thunder. Okay, so I can see that, and this thing can get very dark. That leather, animalic, oak mossy. This is something, man. It's not for everybody. Once again, most of these fragrances are not for everybody, but one of my favorite is Chanel's Antaeus. Very manly fragrance in winter. Next one is going to be like next few ones going to be surprising to you. This is of my new purchase. Okay, and this perfume, it's cheap. It's not very expensive, but when I wore it, I thought to myself, I'm not going to be reaching for this every day. This is not going to be my everyday wear or something, but I have respect for it. And this is called, what's the house called? The house I forget all the time. I cannot read with the sunglasses on. Fragrance World. This is called Kopi Luwak from the Coffee series. I really, really wish that I'm going to be reviewing the whole of the line. Reason being because I think they have some good quality ones in their Irish coffee, maybe some of the other ones I don't remember, latte or something. This thing, just go read the history of what is Kopi Luwak, this name, and the animals that's associated with it. The civet, the poop, and they eat the cherry, and then from the poop they make sort of like coffee. Is the most expensive coffee in the world. This stuff is not from this world. I can tell you one thing. When I smell this, this is easily one of the most unique, dark, and sort of like something you have to experience once in your lifetime. Okay, Kopi Luwak by what did I say? Fragrance World, yeah, Fragrance World. That's after Antaeus. Then next one is my recent purchase. This perfume, mind you, opening is quite pleasant. It smells like Rasasi Shuhrah's fire. I compared this with that, but on the dry down, this thing goes evil. Okay, this is called Khair by Paris Corner, the originator. The whole line, apart from this, the rest of the line is very, very good. There's no nothing really, how to say, risky about them. The Khair fusion, confection, so on and so forth. What is called Felicia? Anyway, Felicity, and then the fusion, pistachio, they're all good. This thing is great if you are into animalic, leather, and oud type of perfume. This is at first kind of like sweet, Middle Eastern, fruity, and then the oud and leather party starts. Man, this thing is a beast mode perfume. If you spray this with a leather jacket, dark leather jacket. Imagine I was wearing my black leather jacket with my sunglasses on, and if I knew how to ride like a not Bentley, Harley Davidson, like those big bikes. Okay, this is something I'll be wearing. Okay, very bad boy fragrance. This is called Khair and Paris Corner. Some of the fragrances are very, very hard to pull, but they are very good quality fragrances. Okay, next one. One fragrance I could never wear in this whole line. There are 2-3 fragrances. They wear me when I wear them. Rather, they wear me. Such as a fragrance from House of Afnan called Tobacco Rush. This fragrance, whew, it's an expensive one. It's kind of like under 75 or 65 or forgot, man. Good thing they have a magnetic cap, instantly closes. This perfume is a spicy, smoky tobacco, and I think this one has some resemblance to red tobacco, but minus like the fruity sweetness, red fruity. This thing is not sweet. This fragrance is very rugged. It even beats for me red tobacco performance. Okay, sometimes. This is a fragrance, love it or hate it. One of my most daring perfumes in my collection, Afnan Tobacco Rush. Check it out. It's a great fragrance, underrated. Nobody talks about it. Next one is that Devil. When I say Devil, some of my friends know me. My friend Russell made me a cover photo. He said, Joy wears this as something like Devil's Juice. This is the Devil's Juice, one of my first big, like highest viewed review was this one, Rasasi Shuhrah. This is definitely not just an honorable mention. This is the fragrance that sort of inspired me to do this. Okay, I have worn this so many times in my life, especially in the winters, first few years. I was showing off. Nobody was wearing Shuhrah in this town. And when I used to wear this, if I go out and then, there are people around me, they would just look like this, it's not like look of admiration. Okay, people used to look at me like this guy is not a very, pleasant guy, or, he's scary. This is not those fragrances you smell and go like, oh, such a nice perfume, Chanel Allure Eau Extreme. Imagine Eau Extreme, something opposite to that would be this Shuhrah. Fruity, sweet, leather, oud, smoke, ash. It got it all. Man, I love the opening of Shuhrah. It's beautiful, but Again, not for the faint of hearts. Definitely Rasasi Shuhrah makes this list. Now, some of the top tier fragrances, like I have about 7 there, and these 7, they are a little bit expensive. Most of these are very expensive, but they really are really high class fragrances. But again, dark. Okay, let's say number 7 is Black Orchid. Okay, Black Orchid is a fragrance I wear 2 or 3 times a year. Okay, I'll just tell you, this is not a fragrance I am very fond of because it needs right mood, it needs right temperature, and Bangladesh is very hot and humid. I cannot imagine wearing this. The truffle, chocolate, dark oud, and then the florals, the orchid smell. It's combined, whatever that brings out, it brings out this chocolatey dark. Imagine much more darker take, less sweet version of Valentino Intense. Okay, it is in the same chocolatey like family, but it is so much more unique out there. Even after all these years, Black Orchid is so popular. It's so beautiful, and I think this is their best creation from Tom Ford. It's a big statement, but Tom Ford loves this. Okay, so next one, number 6, is going to be Rasasi. And this Rasasi makes this list. This, the whole line, I reviewed it. There are quite a few ones from this line, even more so risky than this. This is La Yuqawam Purom, similar to Tom Ford Tuscan leather. Bit more raspberry. Leather is definitely prominent, but this perfume is beastly. Like all these fragrances, they are, when people are near you, they can not stand next to you for a very long time unless they really like the smell. This is a very masculine perfume, very addictive. It's kind of like a drug, okay? Like it's very addictive. But this perfume, man, it's a very beautiful fragrance at that. And in winter, this stuff is beastly. So if devil ever appears next to you and, he is charming, in a way, uh, you are not going to be actually scared of him. And this is the kind of fragrance maybe he's wearing just to, get some respect at the same time, he's likable, likable dude. So La Yuqawam Purom by Rasasi. So that's one Rasasi that made the top 7. That means it has quality. That one now costs $95 for 75 ml. Now let's show you top 5. This bottle I'm gonna sell off tomorrow or today. Reason being, I'm getting 150 ml backup, and that bottle I'm gonna be keeping for life. This one, because the juice level is low, it may go bad. I'm scared. Not really, it's not gonna happen, but I'm rather gonna have a full bottle. That is Gucci Guilty Absolute. I don't like it's missing so much juice in there. Look at the juice color. This stuff is gorgeous. It looks like, booze. It looks like cognac or something like that. This stuff, one of the scariest perfumes I ever encountered in my life. It smells like war-torn countries, hospitals, band-aids, the floor. They just mopped with Savlon or Dettol. It's a dry leather. I forgot sometimes the notes. They got vetiver. Man, this perfume is so, if you really like it, if you dig this, you'll be addicted to it. But first time I sniffed this, I did not see how Alberto Morillas did this. One thing. Second thing is, what was the purpose of making this? Because these are kind of perfumes I don't see as a perfume. I see them as, scary stuff. It's like those, not magic potion. It's like horror potion, So let's call this horror potion. Gucci Guilty Absolute. Massive respect. Number 4 is going to be another Tom Ford, which this is the best Tom Ford. Black Orchid, and this you can say sort of like a, tie. Tom Ford Noir Anthracite. You will not believe how many of my mates in the community, they knock me, brother, when are you going to sell this off? If you do let me know. I am ready to pay price for it, whatever you ask for it. I got this for 170 or 180 when it was very rare already, and now it's super rare. It's hard to find. So people, I think the shops are asking for $200 plus. When it was out, it was 140, when it was in market. Nobody bought this. The biggest, it's a shame, it's an embarrassment. This fragrance did not catch the, hype of Tom Ford. People did not really talk about no anthracite. People talked about tobacco vanille, the new red ones, that, what is it called? The cherry, the peach. But this thing is amazing. This thing is out of this world. Okay, it is mysterious, it's beautiful, but it has no sweetness. It smells like graphite, or it smells like, I never been to Mars, but I would imagine in the surface of Mars you smell mercury, this and that, something weird, smoky, peppery, earthy, and then anthracite, there's a smell to it, I guess. So it smells like this color. Okay, basically. So being in the ashes, perhaps, this is the fragrance you want to wear. Tom Ford Noir Anthracite, one of the best Tom Ford ever made. Number 3, number 2, and number 1. Let's call this one of the most bold perfumes of all time. This is Philipp Plein, the Skull. Philipp Plein, the Skull. Okay, look at that bottle. I got this fragrance. It was an insane purchase. This is $350 in Bangladesh market. I got some discount on it, but still it was not cheap. It was very expensive. This perfume, I think, got 130 ml or something like that. Makes a little bit of a sense, but the longevity of this stuff is eternal. And I think Killian bottles, even the coffrets, whatever you call them, the boxes and all, has nothing on this. This stuff is the ultimate skull out there. You just take a look at this. This is a solid bottle, not plastic. This is glass. So this stuff, Philipp Plein's, this is their premium flagship. If you call Samsung S25 is the flagship, this is their Philipp Plein flagship. This perfume, imagine putting Philipp Plein's No Limit 3 or 4 bottles in one bottle, squeeze it in like extra puff or something. It's insane performance. This is it, Philipp Plein No Limits. This is the Dark Lord, and if you are a collector, you want to collect this perfume. Okay, Philipp Plein No Limits Big Daddy. This is called the Skull. So number 2 and number 1. Oh, should I? Yeah, I should. Okay, both of them are my Amouages, 2 Amouage, and I put them, and I saw them, I smiled. Okay, Interlude Man. Okay, there is Interlude 55, 53, and Interlude Black Iris or Dark Iris, whatever. That's another one. There are 3 in the line. 53 I want to try, but I think you don't need 53. You have 5. No, not 5. You just have 1 interlude. That's it. This is what makes a man. I mean, if you have, let's say, if you know those movies, there's like devil movies, the scary movies, End of Days or Nicolas Cage's movie. I always forget the name. Like, he's the biker. Man, the devil dude with that stick on, like on his hand, this is what the devil wore in that movie for sure. Okay, Interlude Man is scary. It got the oregano. It got, again, just like Shuhrah, it got oud. It got frankincense, smoky leather. This is my most favorite Amouage of all time. Like all time, as in like since I know it. Okay, so if you like that theme, you can try Memoir Man, but that's not as enjoyable as this one. That one is more incense, smoke. This is more of, this is the best of Amouage in my humble opinion. Different people like different things. This is my first Amouage, that's why I love it. No, sorry, second. First one was Reflection. So number 2 is the Blue Beast. Number 1 was the other Amouage I have and I love, but currently this is my most favorite Amouage fragrance. I will not lie to you. This was on the fragrance I saved up to buy. Okay, this is expensive, but it's worth every penny. Whenever you spray this, it makes you happy. Okay, I love recently one of the designers called Plein For Men Intense, EDP Intense, from designer side, from niche side. This is my favorite perfume. Okay, this is Amouage Royal Tobacco, I think, right? Yeah, Royal Tobacco Opus 14. Okay, this is a bit more polished than Interlude. Interlude is very, very rugged, spicy. It doesn't care for boundaries. This one is a little bit more suited. Imagine a gray suit like this, and I would imagine the guy is maybe not the devil, but it's the mafia, Japanese yakuza. Okay, they are in the big limo, the old school, those Toyotas, black cars, black glasses, surrounded by bikers. The whole gang is moving in the town. Like those animes. Man, sometimes I'll call you, like when I did the review of this one, Bentley For Men Intense. I call this money in the bank, right? I would call this the real money in the bank. Out of these two, both smell very, very posh, very rich, but more so than Bentley, this stuff. Okay, so this is the new money in the bank, I would call it. So this is called Amouage Royal Tobacco. Check out my review. I was ecstatic about it, and people who have it, they're very happy. This is the best from Amouage, hands down. And their signature definitely is, like, since it was released, but recent time, both of these I would call my most favorites. Okay, Interlude and then Royal Tobacco. Thank you so much for watching, and do let me know what you thought of the video. And I'm sorry about wearing sunglasses all the way, just for the theme of it, just for fun. Okay, take care, see you soon, and good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.